everything's gonna be on sale. I feel like this specific collection makes Gymshark so unique. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's very rare for me to post twice in a week, but I've come with very exciting news. Gymshark's biggest sale of the year is here. Everything in my closet is going to be up to 50% off. And I'm in the middle of a series where I'm getting rid of all of the clothes that I do not wear. So everything that I will show you guys today is my top picks. I literally got rid of half of my closet. I know that it doesn't seem like it. For the next video that I post, you will see that I have donated so many clothes. So yeah, let's get into it. Now, one of my favorite things about Gymshark is the fact that they have so many different varieties. Like, I know that sometimes it could be a bit overwhelming, but the reason why is because they want to be a brand for everyone. So if you're into Pilates, if you're into yoga, if you're into the gym, if you are a runner, if you are someone who just wants to chill, you just want to lounge, you just want to look good, they have an outfit for you. And for me, I'm everything. I'm a runner, I'm a lifter. I have days where I want to be girly. I have days where I just want to be a tomboy. I have days where I don't even care what I look like. Like, I just want to look like Adam Sandler. I legit have days where I literally just want to wear a big t-shirt, sweatpants, and freaking slides to the gym. And Gymshark has you covered, down to the socks, the slides, all of that. I'm going to try my best to really go through everything that I love. I want to start with collections though, because I feel like that is the very important part. Gymshark has so many different collections for the gym, and I want to speak about my personal favorites. And something that I'm very excited about when it comes to the sale is that all of my favorite collections have pretty good discounted prices on them. Usually, sometimes our favorite products or our favorite collections are only 10% off, but I'm here to tell you that's not the case this time. So yeah, now let's start with Everyday Seamless because it is an OG now. It's so crazy to say that because I will never forget the first time I ever laid eyes on Everyday Seamless. It was on one of my friends at the time, and I saw her and I was like, girl, what is that? She's like, girl, this is Everyday Seamless. This is like a new collection. Like, you need to order this ASAP. I'm like, girl, it looks so freaking on you. So when I ordered it and I put it on, that was for my Gymshark people. And if you go to all the events, this was at Lift LA. This was my first ever Gymshark event, and I was not an athlete yet. I can't remember the year. I probably have one of the shirts here. Maybe it will tell me the year, but yeah, anywho, back to the story. Everyday Seamless came out then and everyone loved it. Now, there is an issue with Everyday Seamless. When Everyday Seamless was created, it was not meant for the gym. Gymshark made the product for everyday wear. So for errands, for going out, for lounging at home. It was never made to be worn in the gym. It's actually on their website. It says it vividly, like in the product detail. So it is a bit sheer because it's not made to lift in. Me personally, it does not bother me. I will still wear it on quad leg days, upper body days. It may be too much on glute days, but even then I'll still wear it. The only thing I will not wear is super light color. So for example, they came out with this color, and this is a color that I just won't wear at all, not even on upper body days. I would just wear this at home or if I'm going out, simply because it's too much of a light color. So when it comes to Everyday Seamless, I will just stick to darker colors. Nothing like this, because this definitely is very sheer, especially if you're a thicker girl like me. This is something that you're gonna be able to, I guess, not feel you're most confident in. Everything else though, I would say for me personally, I wear 100%. Everyday Seamless is a collection that completely makes my body look so freaking good. It insinuates my curves, it accentuates my muscles, it's breathable. I feel like the waistband was made perfectly on this collection. I think that in order for a brand or in order for Gymshark to make this 100% squat proof, then it wouldn't be Everyday Seamless and it wouldn't look the same way that it looks now. Now, like I said, Everyday Seamless was an OG, right? So originally we had just our regular leggings and some tops here and there, but now we have so many different variation in the collection. We now have capris, which is literally one of my favorites and what I'm wearing right now actually. And then we got these tops. I'm obsessed with these tops. I'm obsessed with these tops when it comes to wearing it in the gym when it comes to going out for a run, and also wearing it on a everyday if I'm going to the mall or if I'm running errands. This is the top that you're going to see me in. It's open on the back so you can see your shoulders, you can see your muscles, and it also has a built-in shelf so you don't have to wear an extra bra when you do wear it. There's also flares when it comes to everyday seamless, which was such a big thing for me. Like, I was so excited, and the everyday flare with this top matches so freaking good, you guys. Like I said, even in the gym, like I feel like flares are more for like going out and like running errands, but I feel like this was the perfect flare for the gym. And for my short girlies, yes, it's a bit longer on us, but I feel like when you yank it in the perfect way, like they're the perfect length, in my personal opinion. When these came out, I told my followers like, oh my gosh, like finally this is the perfect length for us. And then a lot of girls were like, girl, I got a bone to pick with you. Like, these are not as long as you said they were. These are way longer than what you said. And I'm like, girl, what? Are you serious? Like, how? Like, I'm literally 5 feet. I swear I feel good. And I think it's just because I'll like really put them up and like put them in my butt. So that's probably what it is. But regardless, I think out of all of the flares that Gymshark has, Everyday Seamless is my personal favorite. Going with Whitney flares at second. Whitney flares are the perfect length for a short girly. So if you are on the taller side, I would say if you are taller than 5'6", Everyday Seamless may be too short of a length. And Whitney, some of the colors come in different lengths, so you're good there, but the ones that don't and don't say anything, they're gonna be too short for you. What you wanna look at if you are more on the taller side is Soft Sculpt. Soft Sculpt is such an amazing collection, which that is a collection that we are going to go into next. But yeah, I would definitely say stick to Soft Sculpt if you're taller, Everyday Seamless if you're more in the middle, and then if you're just on the shorter side, I would stick to the Whitney flares. Now, talking about Everyday Seamless, I also want to talk about one of their bras, because I'm not a big bra girly. Like, I hate bras in the gym because I feel like I'm just suffocating. And like, I don't know, I'm more of a minimal sports girly. Like, I'm not the one to come to, I'm gonna be so honest, I'm not the one to come to if you're looking for bras that have coverage, because I love to just be more on the open side and not have as much support, which is crazy because I do have girls here, but I don't know what it is. I just don't like to feel suffocated on the top, especially in the gym, and I'm just like tugging. Maybe I need a bigger size, but then when I get a bigger size, I just feel like it's taking away too much of my torso. So that's just how I am. I'm a minimal sports girl to the death of me. I have the minimal sports bra in every single freaking color. If I'm not in a minimal sports bra, I'm in a top. Now, like I said, I'm a minimal sports girly, but Everyday Seamless has a sports bra that I am obsessed with, okay? This is a bra that you can wear under pretty much anything when it comes to any sort of Gymshark top, or honestly, even if you're like just your everyday. I don't wear like regular bras. I'm always in sports bra, and this is one of my favorites because it's so lightweight. And like I said, the problem that I have with bras in general is that I hate how heavy they feel, and I know sometimes, you obviously need to wear that because we need to feel full support and full coverage, but I'm just not a fan of it. And this one is very lightweight, and I would say is a little bit more support than your regular. No, it's not one that's going to be like super full support, but I personally feel like this supports me as much as I need to be supported. And yeah, the reason why I love it so much is because it's so lightweight, and you can also adjust the straps as well. You can remove the cuffing, which I personally never do, but that's an option for you with this bra. Everyday Seamless also has a BBL jacket. This is what I personally call it every time I see these jackets because they freaking hug you so well. This I would say would be on like the looser end. You guys, Star has entered the chat. She needs attention 24/7 and cannot see her mama working. She's just gonna be here with us talking about the Gymshark sale together. Now, Everyday Seamless also has a BBL jacket, which is one of my favorites. Gymshark has a lot now. Like, I think the first one that they ever came out with was Vital Seamless 2.0. They came out with a jacket and it was freaking fire. They saw how much people loved it, and then they started coming out with a whole bunch of different ones, which, like I said, this is what I love about Gymshark. They have so many different variations of so many different things. So whatever you want, like if you want a halter top, you'll have different ones. If you want a BBL jacket, you'll have different ones. This one, Everyday Seamless, is meant to be on the softer, lightweight side. This is a very lightweight jacket. If you want an even tighter feel, I would say to size down on this one. Me personally, this is something that I don't think I need to size down on because I love the fact that I can breathe in this and it's not doing too much. I love the fact that there is no logo in the front, but it is in the back. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm wearing something of quality, I need to make sure that everyone knows that I'm wearing something of quality. But sometimes when you have a logo stuck right here, all in your face, it's kind of doing too much, and it's something that you may not want to wear outside of the gym. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a very big person on having things that I can wear not only in the gym but also outside of the gym as well. And this is definitely something that you can wear. Remember, Everyday Seamless was meant to be worn outside of the gym, which I'm so happy that we did start wearing it in the gym because it's literally the best freaking collection in my personal opinion, aside from the sheerness. But yeah, this is their BBL jacket. All of the pieces that I've shown you, by the way, for Everyday Seamless is going to be 30% off, which is so freaking amazing in my personal opinion. I believe in the past with Gymshark sales, it'd be like 10% off. So it makes me really happy that a good collection like Everyday Seamless is going to be more discounted than usual. How am I supposed to get up? Then we have the Everyday Seamless all-in-one. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is 100% a staple. I've had mine for so long now. I remember when it first came out as well. I was on my way to Puerto Rico and I wore it to the airport and I made a video. Video went really viral, and I swear, I really think it was because of the outfit. Everyone was going crazy. What is this outfit? Need this outfit. Oh my gosh. It just went very crazy. And overall, when Gymshark was posting it and all the other athletes are posting it, people were going crazy for this all-in-one. And rightfully so. This hugs you in all the right places. It makes your butt look really good. It makes your body look really good. And it's just a very flattering piece. I love to wear this in the gym as well because I do have days where I don't want to show my stomach. I have days where I want to be covered there, but I want to also show my back. Like I want to see some sort of muscle, and I feel like this piece does just that. Sometimes I'll even wear this specific piece with sweatpants and I will just feel that much more confident. So yeah, that is Everyday Seamless. Let's now get into Soft Sculpt because Soft Sculpt is a fairly newer collection and it's become a fan favorite. Now I want you to think of everything that I just told you about Everyday Seamless and put it into Soft Sculpt but on steroids. Soft Sculpt is so soft. You guys, it is the most butteriest thing that I have ever put on my body. Like I don't know how Gymshark was able to make such a soft, buttery collection like Soft Sculpt. Like when they say soft and when they say sculpt, they're not joking. Like that is a perfect name for Soft Sculpt. The only thing is Soft Sculpt has a lot more fabric than Everyday Seamless, so I wouldn't size down. I made a mistake of getting a regular small for the new Soft Sculpt that just came out, and I'm just heartbroken because it doesn't fit the way that Soft Sculpt can fit. The first time it ever came out, me and Annalise had to do a campaign for it, and they were like, you know, we're gonna send you small and extra small, and let us know how you feel, let us know about sizes. And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, it makes sense. I'm like, no, I'm not no extra small. Like, I'm gonna be small, but you guys can send it, and then if anything else in the back. When I got it and I put on the small, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks freaking phenomenal. When I put that extra small on, girl, I was like, oh, all right. We are working with something here. Like, it makes such a big difference. So now, what's the difference between Soft Sculpt and Everyday Seamless, right? Because I'm a big fan of Everyday Seamless. I'm a big fan of Soft Sculpt. Why would I lean onto more Soft Sculpt than Everyday? Okay, so Everyday Seamless definitely has more of a sportier look. I love a sporty look, especially in the gym. Like, I'm in here to lift weights. I'm in here to like really put in work. So I love that sportier look. Soft Sculpt isn't gonna give you that sportier look. It doesn't have the contouring lines that Everyday Seamless has on the butt or on the side. But Soft Sculpt has more material, meaning that it's not gonna be as sheer that Everyday Seamless is. It's like the perfect product for the gym, but also outside of the gym because it doesn't have that like really sporty look that Everyday Seamless has. I'm also such a big fan of the way that they put the logo on here. It blends right in with the product. So all of the logos on Soft Sculpt, in my opinion, look so luxurious. It just looks expensive. And I feel like when you do wear Soft Sculpt, you just have like that rich look, especially when you're going to the grocery store, you're going to the mall, you're gonna go run errands. I always get compliments. There's so many people that don't know about Gymshark. Every single time I go to the mall, people are like, oh my gosh, where's that from? Gymshark. Gymshark, what's that? And I'm just like, girl, this is crazy. But now you know, like Gymshark has so many good pieces. But now comparing waistbands, I would say that I am a bigger fan of the waistband on Everyday Seamless than I am on Soft Sculpt. Soft Sculpt has a bit more of a thicker band, but still where it's not, you guys know when you have a waistband where it's so tight and it's literally compressing your stomach, and now you're getting like all of your stomach fat on top of your waistband, that is just, it's just not flattering at all. Both of the collections do not do that, and I'm telling you that is why I freaking love these two collections. And any collection that does do that, I am not sharing with you guys. So these two collections actually don't have a butt scrunch, which I'm a fan of. I love the butt scrunch only on certain specific collections, which I will be sharing with you guys today. Sometimes I feel like the butt scrunch just does way too much. It's like, I already have a big butt. Like, I don't need it to be more insinuated than already is. Sometimes, yes, I do 100%. Sometimes it's just way too much, and I'm not going to be showing you those collections. Now, when it comes to Soft Sculpt, they also have a flare. The flare is beautiful. It's amazing. I love her, but she is way too long for my 5-foot self. I do still wear them because I feel like it looks so amazing with the halter top. You're snoring, Star. And it's really loud. I still wear the Soft Sculpt flares because I feel like it looks so good with the halter top that they came out with. I'm obsessed with the halter top. Also with sides down on their halter top as well, because like I said, there's so much extra fabric and I don't feel like I'm tight enough, simply because it's so stretchy, you guys. Like Everyday Seamless is stretchy, but Soft Sculpt takes the cake when it comes to stretchiness. So if you're a girly who loves flexibility and love stretchiness, the Soft Sculpt is for you, but just remember 2 size down. Now for the halter top, the reason why I love it so much is because I remember when the first ever halter top that came to Gymshark came out, there was a big logo in the middle, which we love. Like, I'm wearing Gymshark, you best believe, you must know that I'm wearing Gymshark. But when they came out with the Soft Sculpt where there's no logo visible at all, where it's in the back, I was immediately obsessed with that idea, because sometimes you don't want to have a logo right in the middle of your shirt. You want to have that clean and sleek look, which I feel like Soft Sculpt does a really good job at. We also have a BBL jacket on Soft Sculpt as well, which I love. It's a very clean, sleek, aesthetic look, and I think that's what you want to think about when you think about Soft Sculpt. Clean, aesthetic, soft girl. That's what you're gonna get with Soft Sculpt, and if that's your vibe, definitely lean into Soft Sculpt. I would say second, Everyday Seamless. Me personally, I wouldn't say I'm more of like a clean girl, aesthetic girl. I could pull it off. I mean, I could pull off anything. I can be whatever I want to be, the way that I want to express myself that day. That's who I am. I have so many different forms of expression, but I would say when it comes to Soft Sculpt and you're leaning more toward that, that is the collection for you. They have the BBL jacket as well, which I think it's such a sleek, clean look. The problem with that jacket as well, though, is that you have to size down. So I would say to size down on majority of Soft Sculpt. The only thing I would say not to size down on, which is my favorite freaking top of all time. You guys, I love how different this top is. And there's so many things that Gymshark comes out with, and then I'm like, wow, that's really creative. Like, it's something that I personally wouldn't think about. And I feel like a lot of brands don't have something like this, right? There's a lot of brands that, you know, all of us, there's so many different brands. I feel like a lot of brands have very similar things, but I feel like Gymshark, are my toes just like out? This top is meant to be off the shoulder, but you can also put it on your shoulder. And I remember there was a Apex top that I would wear all the time, and I would try to like put it off of the shoulder and it just wouldn't work. And I got a lot of DMs. Like, I would take pictures with it off the shoulder just because I loved the way that it looked. And a lot of people would ask me, oh my gosh, like, is that like that? Or do you have to like continuously keep putting it up? And I'm like, no guys, it's not off the shoulder. Like, I don't want you guys to purchase it thinking that it's off the shoulder. But this specific top is meant to be off the shoulder. So when you try to put it on top, it continuously keeps swelling. Now I have girls, right? So obviously this top can cause a lot of cleavage, but I really feel like this top was made so perfectly. Like when I wear it, I'm not scared that my girls are going to fall on my shirt. No, like I feel like they sit perfectly with the top. So if you're somebody that wants to look girly in the gym, but you also still want to show your shoulders and your back. Now shorts. Everyday Seamless has shorts, Soft Sculpt has shorts. I'm not a fan of Everyday Seamless shorts at all. I feel like they just rise up and it's way too cheeky. This is definitely something that you will not see me wearing at the gym at all. I will wear it at home if I'm working out on the treadmill. That is something that I would wear because I really do like how comfortable the short is, but it just feels very inappropriate in the gym. But Soft Sculpt shorts, my girl. These are the perfect short in my personal opinion. I love how flattering they are. I love how lightweight they are. I love how soft they are. And yeah, I don't feel like it's doing too much. I feel like you can definitely perform in these shorts. And both of them, again, do not have a butt scrunch. Now to get into Cozy Luxe. This is also a fairly new item that came to Gymshark and Soft Sculpt too. And let's just say these two collections are going to be 20% off, which I think is freaking amazing considering the fact that it is a fairly new item that has come onto the website. Also with code Erika 10, you get an extra 10% off. So for Everyday Seamless, I believe I said 30% off, so that's going to be 40% off. Soft Sculpt is going to be 30% off with code Erika 10, and then Cozy Luxury, which I'm about to talk to you guys about right now, is going to be 30% off with code Erika 10. So I would say that this sale is really amazing considering the fact that they're putting these really good collections on a really good price point. So yeah, as for Cozy Luxury, you guys, this collection I have not taken off, okay? It comes in a charcoal color, it comes in like a bluish color, it comes in this beautiful burgundy red color, and there's so many different variations to it. They have the sweats that are more flares, then they have the sweats that are cuffed, and then they have 3 different type of sweaters. They have a zip up, they have a crew neck, and then they have a hoodie. I'm personally not fans of crew neck. I need a zip up or I need a hoodie. So I love the fact that they have 3 different variations. So whatever you're a fan of, you can lean towards. But when I tell you this is the most comfortable freaking loungewear that I have ever put on my body. And I know that I'm seeming very dramatic when I'm talking about all of these things. And I promise you, I'm being authentic and real because I genuinely feel this way because these are things that I'm wearing on a daily. These are staples, and I definitely want you to have the best of the best when it comes to Gymshark. I'm not going to sit here and sell you things that I know you're going to come back at me and say, oh my gosh, this is trash. Oh my God, this is that. Like I remember with Everyday Seamless, this was a collection that I was wearing at the time. Didn't have YouTube at the time either. And I got DMs where they were saying, wow, like, Gymshark is this, like it's sheer, and I literally had to like answer back and like go on my story and kind of just bring some transparency when it comes to the collection. Yeah, it is the most softest freaking loungewear that I've ever put on my body. So if you're looking for sweatpants, if you're looking for sweatshirts, I 100% recommend this collection. There is, to go into a little bit more into sweatpants, Game Seamless. There's 2 sweatpants. It comes in gray and red. My ultimate favorite. Now, since we're on the sweats topic, I definitely would say Cozy Luxury it's not called Cozy Luxury, it's called Cozy Luxe. So Cozy Luxe would be first. And then the Gaines Wash Loop Back Joggers, the gray and the red ones, those will forever be my favorite freaking sweatpants ever. And the reason why is because I feel like it just gives body, like it gives waist. Like, I don't know, I feel like it just fits perfectly on your waistband. Like there's certain sweatpants that are like too tight or too loose. Like this is the perfect fit for sweatpants. And I wear size small, by the way, because they're already oversized. I feel like I personally really like it. For Cozy Luxury too, I wear a small. I tried the medium to kind of see if I like that oversized feel, but I don't know. I just stay true to size when it comes to my joggers and my sweatpants because I'm already 5 feet. So like every time I try to size up, I feel like it's just way too much. So yeah, I don't think that you personally need to size up unless you want that super oversized fit. I know a lot of the other athletes do size up. I know Annalise sizes up. So it's entirely up to you and like what you like and what style you like. And it's something that you have to ask yourself. And I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of what my personal style is. Another pair of joggers that I love are Power. Power is so sleek. I love how it says Gymshark on the butt. And I feel like if you're just lounging and if you need to match Power with anything else, it matches perfectly because it comes in such really good colors. Now to get into Adapt. Adapt is such a beautiful collection. I love the print. I love how different it is. I feel like this specific collection makes Gymshark so unique. And I love the fact that in Lift London, we were able to wear the collection there. And I believe the Lift Miami, the first one, we also wore Adapt Safari, which was really fun. And then I personally was part of the Adapt Flex campaign that came out with Whitney, which was so freaking fun. I feel like being part of campaigns is so fun because obviously, like, wow, like me, you want me to be part of the campaign? Me, Erika, what? But yeah, aside from that, like aside from the fact that that's super freaking cool, you're also one of the first athletes that is putting this on your body. So like you get to kind of give your feedback and, you know, tell people how you feel and tell the team how you feel and stuff. And I've always been a fan of Adapt Flex, and I've also been a fan of Adapt. So to kind of get into the details and gist of both collections, I want to start with Adapt Flex. Now, Adapt Flex is another collection that does not have a scrunch. So the line that goes down the middle is very similar to Everyday Seamless. It's also very similar to Soft Sculpt, which is honestly my top favorite thing. I'm a big fan of the scrunch, but I'm also more of a big fan of not having the scrunch. And Adapt Flex is one of my favorite collection to go in order. We have Everyday Seamless, we have Soft Sculpt, and then number 3 for me would definitely be Adapt Flex. And the reason why is because you get the same feels. When it comes to the waistband, it's a more of a looser waistband. It's not doing too much, but it is a bit more compressed when it comes to the other collections. This is a collection that has an entirely different material as well. You are a lot more compressed. You have a lot more fabric. It's not on the stretchier side at all. It's very compressed to your body. So if you are a curvier girl, this insinuates your curves in the best way possible. And the best part about the collection is that it is 100% squat proof. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it being super sheer. You are 100% protected when it comes to Adapt Flex. I also love the little flex that come onto the detail of the legging. I think that it is so cool. I think that it's so different, and it's so many ways that you can play around with the collection as well. I'm a fan of both. I'm a fan of shorts, and I'm also a fan of the leggings as well. There's also a bra with Adapt Flex. So if you are a fan of the way that the minimal sports bra looks, but you're not able to wear it because you have a bigger chest and it's just not supportive, this bra is for you. You have a lot more fabric on the Adapt Flex bra. The only situation that I would say is that it doesn't have a way for you to adjust this top part, but I would say it's pretty tight considering, so you don't have to worry about adjusting it in my personal opinion. You also have an open back as well, which we love. So if you're looking for something that's like the minimal sports bra, that Adapt Flex sports bra is for you. It also cups in the bottom, so you're not super, like I said, like I don't like a bra that has too much fabric in the middle because I feel like it just goes over my torso way too much. This bra does not do that, which I love. And when I saw it, I was like, that is very genius. It's like they were in my brain, listened to what I said about not liking that specific thing, and then they came out with this bra. Adapt Flex also came out with an open halter top. So it's not a bra this time, it's a top. And I would say compared to the other halters, all the other halters I would say are a lot more cropped than this one. This one's still cropped, but it still covers your belly button. So if you're wearing high-waisted jeans, or if you're wearing high-waisted anything, this is going to pretty much cover you in the right places. I'll put a picture here so you guys can kind of take a look, but I freaking love this top, you guys, not only just for the gym, but I love wearing it outside of the gym as well. I'm always wearing this shirt when I go to the mall, almost like I feel like I get my nails done at the mall and I feel like they're probably like, this girl's literally always wearing this freaking outfit with the same sweatpants. Like the sweatpants that I like wearing it with is the Games joggers that I was telling you about because it just fits so beautifully. But yeah, that Adapt Flex will also be 20% off. Now, Adapt Animal, Adapt Safari, I love those freaking shorts. They're super tight though. This is a collection that is made to insinuate your butt. And when I wear these, you guys, I feel like my body is so tea. Like it is tea. These are my absolute favorite shorts in the entire world. I literally told them if they can make these, I'm not even gonna say what I like said when they like show us these collections, but this is the perfect short. Like the perfect short. If you want any short, when it comes to adapt animal, this is the best short in my opinion that Gymshark has ever created. So if I were to give you guys an order of the shorts that I like so far, it would definitely be adapt animal, adapt flex, soft sculpt, and Apex. I love the Apex as well. I don't know what the stock is looking like when it comes to Apex, but when I tell you Adapt Animal is up there, okay? Adapt Animal does have the scrunch. I don't know what the discount on this collection is either because it's not been put in my brief, but I want to share with you guys because it is just the best short that Gymshark has ever came out with. It also is 100% squat proof, so that's not something that you have to worry about. I would say that the waistband on here is definitely a lot more compressed, so you can size up if you don't like that feeling. I will stick to size small just because I don't think it's way too compressed. I don't know if you guys ever remember Lift Seamless. Lift Seamless has a super compressed waistband, which that I just feel like I needed a size up for. But for Adapt Animal, I would say staying true to size works perfectly in my opinion. And I would say that it's also stretchy too. Like I feel like Adapt Flex is not as stretchy. It's obviously not as stretchy as Soft Sculpt because it has an entirely different material. Soft Sculpt and Everyday Seamless have similar. Adapt Animal and Adapt Flex have similar. And I would say comparing the two, Adapt Flex and Adapt Animal, Adapt Flex has a bit more of, they both have very similar waistbands, but Adapt Animal has a scrunch, which makes your butt just look freaking phenomenal. So yeah, I would say Adapt Animal takes the cake with that one. Their freaking long sleeve in cherry purple. Oh my freaking gosh, you guys. I freaking love that top. Like, and I feel like sometimes you would think that like your nipple can come out or, you know, you could have a nip slip or whatever. No, like this is perfect. You don't have to worry. I wear it in the gym. I wear it too when I go to events. I feel the most confident at events with this specific collection on. Like if there's any collection that I'm wearing at events, it's going to be Adapt Animal, specifically that top. That's going to be on sale. Everything's going to be on sale. Now, last but not least, let's get into Vital Seamless. Guys, Vital Seamless is an OG collection. I remember the first set that I ever got from Gymshark was from the Vital collection. I instantly fell in love. I started to buy it in so many different other colors, and along the way, Vital Seamless has progressed in so many different ways that the other day when I was donating my clothes, I had to get rid of so many old Vital pieces because I kept getting new ones and I was like holding on to all this Vital because I'm like, oh my God, I have so much memory with this. And I'm just a hoarder. I can be a hoarder, but I'm like, absolutely not. You haven't worn this. You have this in like 3 different colors, like 3 of the same colors. Why do you have this? Like, let's get rid of it. Vital Seamless has come such a long way, and we actually have 3 different parts of the collection now. We have Vital Seamless 2.0. We have Vital Sculpt, and we have Vital Warm, and I'm going to talk about all 3 of them. Vital Seamless 2.0, always going to be an OG. If you're someone that wants to have that sport look in the gym and you want to look badass and you want to look like a superhero, I definitely would stick with Vital 2.0 just because I feel like it gives that feeling and it doesn't have a scrunch. So if you're not a fan of the scrunch, Vital Seamless is going to be for you. It is also 100% squat proof. I feel like the quality on this legging is just amazing. The bra also is very minimal, which I love. Like I said, I love a minimal sports bra. I would say that it shows a lot more of like my waist fat, which I'm not a fan of because like the line is like, it kind of goes up, which somehow, some way that adds more back fat for me. I'm just being honest and insinuates. I carry weight in my stomach area and then in my like waist back area. And I feel like that bra just insinuates it, but I love how it looks in the front and I love pairing it together. The Vital Seamless long sleeve tops are also one of my favorites as well as the jacket to match with the Vital Seamless. But when it comes to Vital Seamless, They then came out with Vital Scope, which I was actually part of the collection, and it was so much freaking fun. This is like when I invented the internet, and it was just an overall really fun experience. When it comes to Vital Scope, I want you to think of it looking exactly like Vital, right? So you have your contouring lines and stuff, but you now have a scrunch. So your butt is very insinuated and it looks phenomenal, I must say. Like, my butt looks so freaking good in Vital Scope, but sometimes I just don't want that. You know what I mean? So that's why I love Vital Seamless, because it's like they wanted to change it, but they also didn't want to take away from it. So they branched off of the collection, which was the smartest thing. And I love that. Like, I have days where I just want to look sporty in the gym and I want to look like a badass. And then there's other days where I want my butt to look good. Like, maybe on a glute day, I want that specific collection, and then on a full body day I will wear regular Vital Seamless 2.0, right? And it's also very lightweight, so I would say Vital has the same material kind of like a Dot Flag, but Vital Scope is kind of leaning more towards like everyday, but think of it being a bit more compressed, so taking away that stretchy feeling that everyday Seamless has, but still having like that very like, what is this word? But still having like that seamless look on Vital. So yeah, then we have Vital Warm. So for my runners, if you run in the winter like I do, Vital Warm is gonna be for you, hands down. They came out with a turtleneck, and I wore this the other day because it was 5 a.m. I went for a run and it was really cold, and I wore this and I felt so warm, almost to the point where I'm like, okay, I wish I didn't have this on, because usually I'm a runner, right? And what I usually wear when I go run is like more of like the tracksuits, and I don't wear anything under, because when you're running, your body temperature gets hot. So even though it is cold outside, you automatically start to sweat and you get hot, right? So that day I wore Vital Warm leggings, and then I wore Vital turtleneck. On top of that, I wore a tracksuit. And when I tell you guys, I was so hot. Like, I legit felt like I did not need to wear the extra tracksuit. So if you are someone who is trying to still run in the winter, but you don't want to feel cold, or you don't have any idea what to wear, Vital Warm is for you. But one thing that I did love about this collection was the top. So if it's something that you guys are thinking about, I would definitely 100% purchase, because I feel like this is something that doesn't only go just with the collection, it can be very universal. So yeah, another one of my favorite pieces that Gymshark came out with this year. Now I want to talk about the Sherpa jacket, because this jacket is so freaking cozy. It's so freaking cute. I love this jacket. If there's any jacket that you're going to get on the Gymshark website, if you're gonna get it, I think it's like the perfect gift as well. Like, if you want to get a gift for somebody, this is also a very thoughtful, beautiful gift, especially because it's cold outside. My sister actually has this. My mom has this. My grandpa has this. So many people really love this jacket. So if you want to be cozy, I definitely recommend getting this. The only thing is that it doesn't have a hoodie, but you can definitely wear it with like a sweater or a hoodie that does have one, and you can make it work that way. Now, to get into my tracksuits, because I'm a big tracksuit girly, I freaking love the crap out of tracksuits. And one of my favorite tracksuits that came out with Gymshark, also fairly new as well, the contrast tracksuit. There's 3 different colors. I freaking love this set. If there's anything that you're gonna get that doesn't involve like gym wear, I would definitely recommend getting this specific tracksuit. I just love the way that it looks. Also, for my short girlies, it does have a string that you can basically make it according to your height, so you don't have to worry about it dragging or anything like that. And there's this new tracksuit that I wore the other day, and people were going crazy, like, what is this? Oh my god, I need. I got the Woodmark track jacket, and then I got the Woodmark track pants. Freaking phenomenal. I love this tracksuit. There's so many other different pieces, like small pieces, that I know I'm missing, but I just wanted to give you guys like my top picks of the sale. There's obviously so many different pieces that Gymshark has that I will be sharing on my Instagram story, so make sure to be following me there. I already added a Black Friday inspo highlight on my Instagram as well, so if you want to check that out. And then around this time, I usually do an extra highlight to start linking everything where you guys can add it onto your wish list. If you don't know how to have a wish list for Gymshark, you just basically have to create an account on your app store and then basically do it through there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that this was really helpful. If you guys have any more questions, please comment down below. The sales goes online Sunday, November 16th, so you have a lot more time to ask some questions. I will be answering every single one that there is. So make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.